Oh, fish on! Fish on! In you come, little Queenie. Got some line back. Thought I was going to lose it there for a second.
It's a Queenie.
There you got him. Good job.
There he is.
Ah, so queenfish. They make really good nummus. So we caught some queenfish just the other day. Now, queenfish is a really good fish for this dish that when I was a young fella, I used to do it a lot. Now, it's called nummus. Now, it has a few different origins. It comes from New Zealand, apparently. They like it over there, and I heard it's an Italian thing, and I heard it's even an indigenous thing. So what it is basically a marinade where you get the raw fish, you cut it up into little chunks, and you put it in this marinade, you let it sit for a little bit, and then you eat it. And it's almost like a fish salad. So let's see how we go. It's easy, by the way. Now, first of all, you're gonna need some queenfish. I'll grab that queenfish out. And a few extra ingredients. Now, I've got some, some tomatoes here, some little cherry tomatoes. I've got a purple onion. I've got a capsicum. They're saying no capsicum, that's a cucumber. And I've got some shallots. Get it right. So first thing you've got to do is we've got to cut it up into fine little portions. Now, I don't need a lot of it. I'm just probably only going to use one of these fillets, actually. I'll chuck the rest in the fridge. And I'm going to finely chop this fillet up. Now, what I want is little cubes. Like that. That's what I'm looking for. Little cubes. Now, Queenie is the perfect fish to do this with. Doesn't really work with soft flesh fish. You want that sort of hard flesh that holds together. So queenfish, trevally go really well, and it needs to be fresh. There's no doubt about it. It's got to be fresh. A few flies buzzing around us this afternoon. It can be a little bit like that here in Arnhem land. Now I'm going to get my tomato, and I'm just basically just cutting up little bits of tomato. So we're chucking in a bit of tomato there. There we go, that's all we need. Some onion. I want the onion finely chopped. Chop him up like that. Whack the onion in. There we go, we'll chuck that in there. Now that's starting to look pretty good, actually. Oh, we got one more thing here with some cucumber. And the thing with nummus is, the longer it sits in the fridge, the better it gets, would you believe? Now, what we want is the stuff that cooks the nummus. The acidic nature of limes is what actually starts to cook the flesh of the fish. So let's squeeze a couple of those limes in there like that. There we go. Here's another. Oh. I'm going to need some salt and pepper. I'm going to stick some salt and pepper in first. Simon's going to love this, I reckon. He's a bit of a fan of raw fish. All right, that's starting to come together nicely now. This is just a white vinegar. I'm not going to put too much in there. I'll just give it a bit of a splash. I'm actually going to put a couple of different ingredients in here. Now, just a tad of brown sugar. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take the edge off the acidic taste that the vinegar and the lime sort of gives you. Now, a little bit of coconut. This is just shredded coconut, so I'm going to just chuck that in there. Now, we've got some coconut milk here. Now, I'm not going to use all this because I'm going to save it for my next dish. So I'm just going to fill that up. I'm going to mix that up. Now, you can actually see that fish is starting to go a little bit white, and that's it starting to cook a little bit. I'm going to cover that up, and I'm going to stick that in the fridge for a little bit while I'm going to cook up these little barra bites here. Perfect. There we go. Now, I've got the deep dish cooker. I'm going to fire him up. There she is, full noise. I'll get that cracking along. Some hot oil. Now, I'm going to need some barramundi, which I've got right here. Got some barra here. So what I want is little bitey bits that you can chew on. almost like little dipping sticks, so to speak. So that's how I'm going to cut it up. Strips like that. Oh, that's how I want it. Now, this is southern fried chicken coating mix. Now it sounds funny, chicken, fish. Well, what I want is I want that real sort of crispy texture that comes from a coating mix like that. It actually adds and gives it a really cool flavour. So we're going to shove the fish in there into a plastic bag like that. The oil's getting hot. It's going to start to fry up really quickly. Here we go, look at that. Chuck her in there. All right, so one of those Ziploc bags, and you want to coat those little strips of fish with this coating mix, and you want to get it right in there. So I'm really sort of driving it in there. All right, I'm ready. So I'm just going to get my little barra bites in here, and I'm just going to lay them in. Now, hot oil going on here. Look at that. They're going to crisp up and go all brown and crispy like you wouldn't believe. Looking tasty already. Oh, yep, looking golden brown. Look at that. Let them fizzle for a little bit more. All right, while that's sitting there, what I'll do is I need to make a little dipping sauce, okay, which goes really well. Now I'm going to use this extra coconut milk I've got here. So I'm going to pour that in there. All right, about that much. Some salt and pepper. I'm going to put a big dollop of barbecue sauce in there. Oh, I reckon that's enough barbecue sauce. I'm just going to check that. Let's have a bit of a taste of that. It's not bad. Not a bad little dipping sauce, that one. This is starting to fry up nicely now. Crispy brown is what I want. Golden. Northern fried barramundi, I reckon, instead of southern fried chicken. Oh, delicious. Tasty little morsels. All right, we get our little barra bites are ready. Chuck a few more on the plate here. There we go. All right, so that's more than enough. What's over here? I'll grab this out. Let's have a look. Oh yes, now that's starting to look really good. All right, here we go, Simon.
Look at you go. Looking good, mate, looking good.
Oh, I've got a good little feed going on here. I've got this one here, which is like a fish salad.
Good old nummus.
Yeah,
mate.
that's it,
Good
bit of
old
nummus. And then here I've got some barramundi bites, but this is like a crispy fried, northern fried barramundi bites, we'll call them.
Nice work, mate.
And I got some dipping sauce for the barramundi, all right?
Looking good.
So let's hook in, mate, that one.
Hook in? No, I'm going this one first. The old dipping sauce. How good is that? Right?
Northern fried barramundi, mate.
Living like kings in the bush, mate. Living like kings.
When you get into the nummus, hook in a bit of nummus.
Oh, I missed the fish on that one. How nice is that with the coconut cream?
Not bad, eh? See,
Coconut cream's a bomb.
vinegar, you got to take the edge off the vinegar, and that's what the coconut milk does. It's just raw ingredients.
That's it, mate. And tastes bloody good.
Well, there you go, guys. That's what you do with a bit of queenfish, and that's what you do with some barramundi, and that's how you keep him fed in the bush.
Let's not get carried away. This is only the entrees. So this ain't the main course. It's not dinner.
It's not dinner, did you hear that?
This is the sort of entrees we should have every afternoon.
Is it? Yeah, good luck with that.